If you look at a green, and most greens are relatively round or oval or something, but they slope from back to front typically, right?
Yeah.
Not all,
Yeah.
generally speaking, right?
Yeah.
So if the pin is in the middle of the green, the best place to leave, if you're a right-handed golfer, would be short right below the hole, because then you've got an uphill right to left putt. You're just going to make more of those putts than you are if you're above the hole putting downhill left to right. It's a harder putt. There's no doubt about it.
Yep.
You can give it more pace putting up the hill. Right-handed golfers, it's for most golfers, it's a little more natural to putt on a right to left putt.
Sure.
So if we can set up our gear and our swing so that our miss is going to fall short right, then that's going to be to our advantage. On a typical shot into a green, we don't really want to miss long and left. So I call the green zone down there short right, and we can call the red zone that long left. And then you got a blue zone or an orange zone or whatever, but yellow zone. but the main, so you don't really want to be long and left. In the TRJ event that we played down in Vegas, and I lost that tournament to Bradley. Actually, he revenged me. but I remembered on the I think it was the 6th or 7th hole out there where I had driven it through a dog leg. It just came out a little hot, and I drew it, and it ended up long and left over the green. Right, I didn't quite get up, and it still, I ended up making double, right? And then, so I lose the tournament that cost me a tournament. Would have been better to have been short, right? If thinking a little more clearly, I should have thought about that. Trying to draw it and hit a hot shot, and so those are things to think about. And when I think back to like Curtis Strange, to me was a guy that he just didn't miss long and left.
Yeah.
He played a left to right shot, and his miss was short right. So if he's hitting balls if he hits 100 golf balls in a 50-foot circle, but his balls are skewed slightly short and right.
Yeah.
Some be a little bit long and left, but not much, only by 10 feet or something, right?
Yeah.
So if here's the hole and this is the circle, a bigger circle, but he's here. But then someone like Mac O'Grady, who's real tight and a great ball striker, but because of the way his swing is set up, his miss was always kind of a little long and left.
Yeah.
A little steeper coming down, right? He's not real flat.
Yeah.
And that way he would rotate really level, and his swing is based upon straightening the right arm out on the downswing, which is, it's all in theory, it's all great. And when it works, it's fantastic. However, if it doesn't straighten out as much as he wants, then that level rotation is going to send the ball just that slight tiny over the top bit. Not anything you're going to notice on a video. It's just a slight, just this much, just right, just that.
Yeah.
Okay, sends that circle goes just a little bit long and left, because you're also, when you come over the top slightly, it also shuts the face down, so the ball goes farther. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
So now you've got this little bit of long and left skewed. So his tighter circle, more of the balls are long and left. And I just use Mac as an example. I'm not trying to pick on him or anything, but I'm just saying a guy who's a great striker that would have a very tight circle.
Sure.
Right. And on the range, it's really impressive. Like every shot looks the same, because you don't know exactly where he's aiming, right?
Yeah.
But he goes up there, and it's like here. But Curtis Strange, he's not nearly as good a ball striker as Mac O'Grady, but he won 2 U.S. Opens back to back, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, I could go down that wormhole and talk more about it. Or is that why Mac putts left-handed? Because he's, you know what I mean? I don't know. Those are just only he would know, and he would probably mention. It does raise a little red flag for me when I see that, putting left-handed, and you're maybe a little bit more. But my point is for the average golfer, if you can set it up to where your good shots are bam right on the target, and your miss is just, you hit it a little bit or just a little bit off, and the thing just falls a little bit short, course, if you've got water in the front or a big bunker short of the green, then you just aim a little bit more left so that your miss still gets over that bunker, right?
Yeah, of course.
You don't have, it's not an always thing. It's a general tendency, but it's these little things. And then when I think back to when I was playing on the tour,